Wonderful. Good evening, everybody. We're just waiting for Ali and Logan to join us. How are you doing,
Hello,
Ali?
Rafaela. I'm good. How are you?
Amazing. Couldn't be any better after Hong Kong.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Hey, Logan.
How are we doing? Hello from
Perfect, perfect.
Shanghai.
How are you?
So good to see you all again. We had a lovely event, super exciting. We enjoyed Hong Kong so much as well as Macau. It was just a fantastic, successful event. So lovely to meet you all. Thank you all for tuning in. What do you say, Rafaela? We get started?
Yes, absolutely. But before we start, we wanted to thank you for these unforgettable days in Hong Kong. For everybody who has participated, who has been there with us, I'm incredibly proud of all of us, and that especially also goes to the community. I'm very curious for all the opportunities and upcoming events ahead. And of course, I'm also very grateful for my mom being with us in Hong Kong. It couldn't have been any better.
It was absolutely fantastic. Ali, do you have any insights to share before we jump into the announcements?
Absolutely. I mean, we had a blast. Logan, you did it amazing. Rafaela as well. Obviously, you guys killed it. Thank you so much. And a big shout out to the community. Um, Without them, without you guys, we wouldn't be here right now talking to everyone. So honestly, a big, huge thanks to everyone for attending this amazing event, and yeah, looking forward for the for the upcoming months. Excited.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's webinar. We know everybody's very busy, so thank you for taking the time to be here with us to celebrate fresh beginnings and exciting opportunities ahead. Be sure to stick around until the very end for some exciting announcements. I guess Logan, it's your turn, right? We have some incredible announcements for the community.
Absolutely, yes. I can't wait. So we just wrapped up a super successful event on Hong Kong and Macau. It was fantastic, where we announced our reserve is officially live. The link, you can find it on your Solnex user dashboard. It will be updated the 10th of every month. And you can also, we will have a QR code on the presentation to come shortly. Also, we announced our multi-million-dollar strategic partnership with River, the world's first cutting-edge, fully decentralized bank. So it will not only allow you to spend with Visa card where Apple Pay is accepted, or you could swipe, but also you can send crypto very easily. It's fully decentralized. You control your keys, you control your money, and also you can send your USDT as remittances home to your mother country, your home country, to your family, and they will receive the fiat currency of that country. So this is really cutting edge and super exciting. We are launching very shortly, and this app will be live. It'll help everybody. It will go great hand in hand with Solnex and Metasol. So this is super, super exciting. Can we have our reserve concept video, please, tech team?
Community, if you're ready, let's put some hands on the chat. Let's show some excitement. Amazing.
Not promises, not assumptions, but mechanisms designed to protect capital, even under pressure. This is the Solnex Vault, your capital's fortress. At the core of the Solnex Vault is a simple, transparent safeguard: insurance points, or IPs. They are protection. They exist to guarantee withdrawal integrity and long-term capital security. For every $1 deposited to activate a Solnex grid, 100 insurance points are instantly allocated to your account. These points represent your insured withdrawal capacity inside the Solnex ecosystem. When capital is withdrawn, for every $1 withdrawn, 100 insurance points are depleted. This creates a direct, transparent relationship between capital movement and coverage. Coverage doesn't disappear, it evolves. Activating additional grids automatically replenishes your insurance points. This ensures continuity of protection as long as participation continues. More engagement strengthens the system. The Solnex Vault is engineered to ensure one critical outcome: the eventual redemption of all undepleted insurance points. After their 365-day validity period, remaining insurance points are honored. This is proof of reserve by design, not hidden, not discretionary programming. The Solnex Vault doesn't rely on trust, it builds it through structure, through transparency, through enforceable guarantees. This is capital protection for a new financial era. This is Solnex Vault.
So there we go. That was a brief little introductory clip about our reserve vault concept with insurance points, keeping perfect accounting of the system. Let's watch one more clip about this major River announcement, the world's first fully decentralized bank. Let's just check this out, tech team, then we'll get into the presentations.
Money was never meant to stop at borders, but for decades it has. Accounts limited by geography, cards restricted by currencies, ownership defined by institutions, not individuals. Today, a new generation moves faster than borders ever could, and finance needs to move with them. This is River. River is built for a world that lives on-chain, where your money is global by default and ownership is non-negotiable. Not another bank, not another wallet. River is the self-custodial way to bank, spend, and earn. without friction, without permission, without compromise. At River, everything starts with one principle. Your money should belong to you always, your keys, your assets, your flow. That's why River is self-custodial by design, with bank-grade security, on-chain
Love the love in the chat.
transparency, and a seamless experience that feels familiar while working fundamentally different. Meet the River card, a card that doesn't sit on top of your wallet. It is your wallet. Spend online, in-store, or virtually. From Lagos to Lisbon, New York to anywhere next. Every payment pulls instantly from your River balance. No transfers, no waiting, no middlemen, fiat, stablecoins, crypto, all blended into one unified balance, real-time conversions, transparent rates, zero hidden fees. The River Card turns digital assets into real-world freedom, so your lifestyle never has to leave your wallet behind. Behind the card is the River account. Finance without borders, ownership without doubt. Fund your account in seconds, send money globally, spend anywhere. All inside one clean, self-custodial super app. On-chain by design, effortless by experience, and because idle money shouldn't stay idle, introducing River Origin. With Origin, your balance doesn't just sit, it earns. Yield generated directly inside your wallet. No extra steps, no lockups, no hidden terms. Your money working quietly, transparently, efficiently, while you focus on living. River reduces borderless finance to 3 simple actions. Create your account, fund it with fiat or crypto, spend, send, and earn instantly. No paperwork, no friction, just flow. And along the way, River rewards you. Cashback in stable coins, referral bonuses, freedom without hidden costs, all protected by advanced encryption, biometrics, and real-time transaction monitoring with on-chain transparency, keeping everything verifiable. Today, River stands alongside Metasol, partners in building infrastructure for a truly borderless future. Together, we're enabling a new financial standard, one that's global, self-custodial, and designed for what comes next. Because the future of finance isn't locked in vaults, it's carried in your pocket, controlled by your keys, moving at your speed. Your money deserves better than borders. River, your money, your keys, your flow.
All right, so that was a nice introductory video of River, just so you could see how massive this really is and how important it is for society today. So, thank you. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, good,
All good.
Rafaela. Thank you for the
All good.
feedback. All right. Okay, great. So let's talk about a simple but powerful idea. Reserves, because throughout history, reserves have been how nations, institutions, and now platforms survive uncertainty. They are the difference between systems that collapse under stress and systems that endure. We're moving from a world anchored in gold to fiat and now towards digital reserves, with Bitcoin and crypto at the center of this transition. So, at its core, a reserve is a buffer. Central banks and governments hold reserves to stabilize currencies, manage shocks, and maintain trust. Traditionally, this meant foreign currencies, government bonds, and gold. In today's global economy, reserves are about sovereignty and diversification. They allow countries to defend their balance of payments, stabilize exchange rates, and hedge against inflation, crisis, and geopolitical risks. As of 2026, global foreign exchange reserves have exceeded $12 trillion, and gold makes up 10 to 15% of many nations' portfolios. That tells us one thing clearly: even in a modern world, hard reserves still matter. For much of modern history, gold was at the foundation of trust. Under the gold standard, currencies were directly redeemable for gold, and this meant the limit of money printing and also encouraged price stability and enabled gold for global trade. But there were obviously a cost. Economic growth was constrained by the gold supply, and during shortages, deflation crushed economies. After World War II, the system faded, ending fully in 1971. Any of you know that was called the Bretton Woods. Yet gold never disappeared. Today, central banks still hold over 36,000 tons of gold worth roughly $3 trillion. Gold remains to be the benchmark of what a non-fiat reserve should be. And this is where Bitcoin enters the conversation. So Bitcoin is often called digital gold, and that's not marketing, that's economics. Like gold, Bitcoin is scarce, politically neutral, and resistant to debasement. But unlike gold, it's instantly portable, perfectly divisible, and globally verifiable. Gold proves that scarcity creates trust. Bitcoin proves that digital scarcity can do the same, only without borders. So if we look at the graph, you see this is the supply of gold increasing over the years, and this is the supply of Bitcoin over the years. So also you look here, you have the deflationary. This is the total supply of Bitcoin. So you have the line here. This is the total supply capped fully at 21 million. You see it does not go higher than 21 million. And this is each year how many new Bitcoins are being generated. So you see it's inversely correlated. It's decreasing. The inflation is decreasing continuously. So after the gold standard, fiat currencies basically took over. Fiat government flexibility, but also introduced long-term inflation risks. So today, the US dollar still denominates gold reserves, but debt levels have reached historic highs, with the debt of the US exceeding $38 trillion. So this environment is exactly why crypto reserves are emerging. By 2026, governments collectively hold an estimated 600 to 700,000 BTC worth over $50 billion acquired through seizures, mining, as well as direct purchases. Crypto reserves aren't exactly replacing fiat, they're hedging against its weaknesses. So countries that adopt Bitcoin for four strategic reasons, right? So first, inflation protection. Bitcoin's fixed supply protects purchasing power in a way that fiat cannot. Two, diversification and sovereignty. Holding Bitcoin reduces reliance on the US dollar and traditional financial rails. Third, we have economic resilience. Bitcoin attracts capital, innovation, and acts as a reserve for unstable economies. And number four, geopolitical strategy. First movers gain leverage. The US Strategic Reserve, established in 2025, signals just how serious this has become. So today, over 28 countries actively hold Bitcoin, with more preparing to follow. Institutional players are reaching the same conclusion. By the end of 2026, institutions are projected to hold over 2.3 million BTC. Why? Because Bitcoin improves risk-adjusted returns, hedges against currency debasement, and now benefits from regulatory clarity through ETFs. US Bitcoin ETFs alone manage roughly $135 billion, with nearly 1 million BTC under custody. Major players like MicroStrategy to BlackRock to sovereign wealth funds, they're treating Bitcoin not as speculation, but as strategic infrastructure. So as you can see, it will be impossible for every address to hold one full Bitcoin, increasing the price of Bitcoin dramatically as the future unfolds. So look, you can see the ratio. This is retail addresses and institutional addresses compared to the number of BTC. So you see the number of addresses surpassing the number of Bitcoins that there are in circulation. If you look here, this is institutional Bitcoin holdings continue to rise. You see here we have the balance of BTC on all exchanges combined, shown by the purple. Then we have the price of Bitcoin in US dollars, denominated in green. Then here we have ETF. You see it just begins not very long ago, in white. Then we have the companies who have it on their balance sheet here in the reddish orange. And then in the yellow, we have the governments and their holdings of Bitcoin. So when we look globally, the trend becomes undeniable. The United States leads with over 325,000 BTC, followed by China, the UK, and the Ukraine. Also, smaller nations like Bhutan and El Salvador have leveraged mining and purchases to build reserves far larger than their economies would suggest. So if we take the total, the governments control roughly 2.3% of Bitcoin's total supply. And remember, Bitcoin's supply is capped forever. So every reserve added today is harder to replicate tomorrow. So this means over 97% of Bitcoin's supply is not controlled by governments. That means that 20 million of the 21 million Bitcoin remain still outside state control, and the number of countries holding Bitcoin is only set to grow. Globally, over 560 million people now own crypto. Institutional inflows remain net positive despite volatility. Over 60% of institutions held or increased Bitcoin exposure after the 2025 drawdown. Even with regulatory scrutiny and illicit use concerns, adoption continues to accelerate. The direction of travel is very clear. Here we have all the major ETFs graphed and their accumulation. So here in this black gray line, we have, this is Bitcoin. And then underneath, all the ones with the shading underneath, these are all the top leading ETFs. So you can see the launch of Bitcoin ETF, the launch of the Bitcoin ETF market also sparked a massive surge in demand. Already almost 1 million Bitcoins have been acquired through exchange traded funds. So gold taught us that trust comes from scarcity, neutrality, and durability. Bitcoin shares those traits, but in digital form. Yes, risks remain volatility, regulation, and adoption curves, but the opportunity is historic. Just as gold once anchored global finance, Bitcoin may anchor the digital financial era. The reserve concept is evolving. From gold to fiat to crypto, each shift reflects the realities of its time. Today's reality is digital, global, and increasingly decentralized. Global reserves are no longer theoretical. They are already shaping national strategies, institutional portfolios, and financial platforms. So this brings us to our reserve model. At Solnex, we've applied these same principles: transparency, discipline, and longevity. A 20% fee on all platform withdrawals is automatically converted into SOL and held on our public on-chain Solnex reserve vault. The reserve is fully transparent and verifiable by anyone. And critically, if Bitcoin becomes the superior store of value, those funds are instantly converted into BTC, ensuring that the reserve prioritizes long-term preservation. This isn't marketing, this is a commitment. And Solnex Reserve, our promise is stability, resistance, and alignment with the future of money. Now let's introduce insurance points. This is the accounting system. Insurance points provide a transparent and auditable method for tracking all funds held within the Solnex Reserve Vault. As we said in the video, every $1 deposited, 100 insurance points are issued, and every $1 withdrawn, 100 insurance points are burned. This is known as a born to burn mechanism, ensuring that every insurance point exists only while value still remains in the system. Any insurance points not redeemed are fully backed one-to-one by assets held within the Solnex Reserve Vault. So this mechanism guarantees transparency, accountability, and continuous reserve backing. Many of you are wondering, why Solana? Solana is one of the fastest and most efficient financial networks in the world. Key reasons Solana was chosen: first, its extremely high transaction throughput. Second, transaction costs. And third, designed for global scale in financial applications. So there's also significant long-term potential that many analysts project the possibility of SOL reaching $1,000 per coin. Historically, Solana has delivered exceptional returns to early investors, ranking among the top performing blockchain ecosystems since its pre-launch. If you look here and compare it to these other ecosystems since pre-launch, you see Solana had its ICO in June 2018. The ICO price was listed at 20 cents a coin. Now today's price of Solana is currently 87 or $87.95. That's 440x since conception. Whereas you compare it to BTC over the same time frame, it's only done 10.6x. You compare to TRX over the same time frame, only 7x. You compare to Ethereum in the same time frame, is only 4.7x. So as we said, it's live. You can see it here or on your Solnex user dashboard. You can scan the QR code here and it'll take you directly. You can verify it for yourself. Please scan while you have. And yes, this is a major milestone for Metasol, Solnex, and every member of our community. So yes, thank you. We will continue with the announcements now. We have two more. So we also have the event highlights video. We're gonna show that. And then also we have one more announcement after that. So tech team, please take it away with the events highlights video.
Are you ready for the next big thing? Momentum. Leadership acceleration and regional expansion. 25th of April, 2026, Prague, Czech Republic, for mentor rank and above leaders. Momentum is not accidental, it's built through preparation, discipline, and leadership. 90 days after launch, the journey enters its next phase. Welcome to Momentum, set in the heart of Europe, in the historic city of Prague, Czech Republic, a city known for resilience, strategy, and influence, a fitting ground for leaders ready to expand their impact. Momentum is designed for one purpose: to build the next generation of leadership. This is a high-energy convention where vision turns into execution, advanced training, strategic alignment, and recognition of leaders who've stepped forward. Here, growth is not theoretical, it is deliberate. This event is reserved for those who have earned their place. Mentor rank and above achievers. Leaders who didn't wait to follow, but chose to guide. Momentum honors progress and prepares leaders for greater responsibility. Momentum marks the next wave of global expansion, strengthening leadership presence across the Middle East, South Asia, and African markets. This is where regional strategy aligns with global vision. This is Momentum.
Amazing. Should we have a look
Okay.
at Solnex Genesis Water right now or later? What do you think, Logan?
Absolutely, Rafaela, please take it away. Can you guys see my screen?
Absolutely. Perfect.
Fantastic.
Well, let's have a look at the Solnex Genesis World Tour together. The roadmap consists of 6 phases, 5 continents, and 1 vision. The first one was the Solnex 60-day pre-launch, which has been concluded in Hong Kong. This was the proving ground. For 60 days, global leaders aligned, teams formed, and the earliest builders secured their place in history, not as spectators, but as founding participants. Velocity 2026 was phase 2, the phase of activation with our inaugural global launch in Hong Kong and Macau, where alignment has become momentum. Our next one, as you could have seen in the video right now, will be Momentum on the 25th of April 2026, happening in Prague, Czech Republic, where our company is based. We will recognize new rank advancement and deliver advanced training and activate regional expansion. Then onto the next one, Quantum. It will be happening in July 2026 in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. This is the technical inflection point. At this deep tech summit, Metasol introduces quantum yield as a service. Then the next one will be Ignition, happening in November 2026 in Singapore. The climax of the Genesis World Tour, by the way. We will have the Ignition Summit, a broadcast-ready global crypto summit marking the official token generation event, which will be happening in 1 year from now of Metasol, witnessed by media, VCs, and strategic partners. And we will have the Genesis Gala, our first ever Grandmaster and Samurai ranks crowned on stage, top 10 global earners honored, and the bold 2027 DAO and ecosystem roadmap revealed.
Congratulations to everyone who have rewards this Velocity event too in Hong Kong and Macau. Sorry to interrupt, just had to say that.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Congratulations also again from my side. We're incredibly proud of you. Then, Zenith, the Elite Leaders Retreat, happening in January 2027 in Las Vegas, USA. Zenith is not just a conference, it's the peak. It's an ultra luxury invitation only retreat for the top 1% of global leadership, designed for retention, vision alignment, and legacy building. We have, of course, many more events coming up. Velocity has already happened. Momentum is locked in, and the journey is only beginning. We have many more global events coming up to be announced. Who is excited as much as I am?
There's some love in the chat. Are you excited as we are?
That looks amazing.
Team, do we have one more video, I think? Please, if we can play that. Should be some highlights.
Absolutely. We're always incredibly happy to meet all of you. And looking forward to these upcoming events.
Absolutely. It will be in Europe. Prague is pretty much 100%, but we will see.
Well, we're full of surprises, positive ones, of course.
Absolutely, absolutely. What do you say, team? One more we have, right?
Let's give it some time. Thank you for your patience, everybody.
Coming up shortly. Thank you so much for standing by. Close out with this short clip. I think it should just be some memories from this weekend.
Absolutely. You shouldn't miss that. Well, community, we want you to be part of this journey. We want to meet and greet you and recognize your work throughout this journey. We have many strong events taking place this year, as just mentioned. Many strong qualifiers will be at these next 5 events. The qualifications are out now at solnex.ai. Before I forget it, please also follow us on Telegram at Solnex official announcement page and Metasol official. Should be coming up shortly, right?
Very soon.
Ali, how was Hong Kong for you?
The best was it was amazing. Honestly, connecting with the community members and all of you guys was just we're creating a family, right? Creating a family. It's a legacy we're creating as well. So it's just very very exciting. And like I'm really looking forward to what the future holds. And yeah, no, it was we had a blast. I wish it was longer.
Yeah, yeah, I think we're all feeling that way.
Yeah, you get picky and spoiled, right?
Absolutely. So,
Yes,
No,
have you
it's it,
been
it,
able
it's all
to
about the community. It's all about the people, right? At the end of the day, so the more fun you have with the people you are surrounded with and the community members, the better it is. So
absolutely. Oh, that looks good. Perfect.
Time to build the next wave. Momentum is where raw potential becomes leadership, where new rank ups are honored, where emerging giants are trained, and where expansion into key markets, the Middle East, South Asia, and Africa, begins with clarity and strength. This event fuels global acceleration, setting the tone for the next 6 months of explosive growth. Quantum marks the shift. The moment Metasol steps out of the community and into the world of institutional finance, at this summit, the world witnesses quantum yield as a service, a treasury-grade yield engine designed for institutions, DAOs, protocols, and venture networks, crypto VCs, financial protocols, treasury managers. This is where they meet the technology that the Solnex community helped bring to life. This event elevates Metasol from an internal engine to a global financial standard, and it places Solnex members as the founding stakeholders of a B2B protocol long before TGE. What started with velocity now arrives at its defining peak. At Ignition, the summit, the world gathers to witness the official token generation event of Dollar Metasol broadcast. Documented, historic, and then the Night of Legends. The Genesis Gala commemorates not just achievement, but the people who built the foundation for global success. After a year of breakthroughs, only the top 1% ascend to Zenith, the most exclusive reward in the Solnex world. Zenith is not a convention, it is a lifestyle experience, a private, ultra-luxury retreat designed to honor those who shape the future of the ecosystem. This is where loyalty is forged, where the legend of the brand is preserved, and where every member dreams of standing one day. 5 events, 1 movement, a community rising together, a technology redefining finance, a year that will echo across the global blockchain world. This is Solnex. This is Metasol. This is the year we make history.
Absolutely. That's the year where we make history.
So yes, as Rafaela presented, we have many more events to come up. We can play, I think, one more. I don't know if you guys saw at the beginning of the video, we did a video, beginning of the webinar, I should say. There was a video with more of you community members and photos like this. I don't know if you guys caught it at the beginning. As you know, this will be recorded. You can always go back and watch. Okay, we could play it one more time as we tune out, please, tech team. This was a Venetian hotel we stayed in, very fun. We're traveling together. Many achievers were invited up on stage to achieve their awards. It was really special moments we had together. Just still coming down off the excitement. A lot of cool sightseeing. Many achievers. Oh, it was a lovely, lovely time. Thank you all so much for your time. Thank you for tuning in. I think that about wraps up for this week's webinar. God bless you all and see you next time.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today
Thank
and
you.
sticking until the very end.
Bye
Thank you so
all.
much. Thank you.
You too.
Bye. Thank you.